What is going on with Jennifer Williams and this man that, well, first of all, hello, how y'all doing? This is Blue Nola. What is going on with Jennifer Williams and this man that supposedly stole her car? She's saying that she wanted help. She posted on her Instagram she needed help because this man had taken her Range Rover, and she said he was a con man, and basically his name is Aaron Nicholas or something like that. But it's crazy because he comes back and he's saying that he didn't steal her car, that she gave him the car in November of 2019. Yeah, Aaron Nichols, and that so I'm asking for someone to find my Range Rover that this man, Aaron Nichols, stole from me. He goes by the alias including Nick, Daniel, or Chris. He has conned many women and men too out of vehicles in large amounts of cash. Lives in the Atlanta area, frequents Detroit, Houston, and Vegas. If you have seen him or a victim of his antics, please DM me, email my attorney. She gives the attorney's information. So then this man proceeds to get on, Instagram, and he's trying to clear the air. And he posted some information about the fact that she gave him the car, that he paid for the car, and that she had been talking crap about a lot of people. So I'm just going to look at the energy. This won't be a long video, but I just want to look at the energy around this situation. Jennifer always manages to get herself into some of the craziest situations. And if you remember anything about that Basketball Wives show, she is a known liar. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think she's a beautiful woman, but she is known to not tell the truth or make up some stuff. So you have to be careful with Jennifer. But let's look into what's going on around Jennifer Williams and this man, Aaron Nichols. That was too funny to me. I'm like, here we go again with Jennifer, you know. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting to think Jennifer's the problem. Because it seems like every time she's always got some crazy issue going on. So, Spirit, what is the energy around Jennifer Williams and Aaron Nichols? The energy around Jennifer Williams and Aaron Nichols. Because at first she made it just seem like this is like some guy who conned her, and then come to find out it was some guy she was seeing. So again, that's what I'm saying is like not telling the full story. So let's just look into the energy around these two. Ooh. Interesting card for them already. Some drama going on with these two. I pulled 8 cards instead of 6, but that's all right. Some serious drama going around with these two. First and foremost, the first thing I'm seeing is that the relationship is going to continue to take an ugly turn, right? They both, in my opinion, looking at these cards, they're both being inappropriate, right? She was blind to this man too. There is a hint of inappropriateness on his part in terms of who he is, but also too her being naive in these cards. It feels like being naive, not really like knowing this person. This feels like a lot of blind faith. Like she blindly went with him. She blindly kind of dealt with this man, not really knowing who he really is. There's a certain level of immaturity that comes with this particular man. And what I mean by that, it feels like a person who, again, it does feel like an energy of getting with certain people to achieve something, right? That's what it looks like, right? He's a very happy-go-lucky person. He's somebody who is very energetic. So when you meet him, he feels like that type of person who people gravitate towards him, right? The other thing that I would like to say about this particular, like he has a magnetic personality. This is the energy I feel. He gravitates towards people with money, wealth, right? Potential, creative people. So you will hear, or you will like, there will be other people, whether it's in the business or not in the business, somebody with some type of money, wealth, potential. You'll hear other people saying that he did the same thing or something similar, where he's an opportunist. Basically, this is what the energy feels like. But when it comes to him, he and Jennifer, this is about the fact that eventually they're going to move on. This is going to go into, like, they're going to just cut their losses and they're going to move on. But there was definitely some inappropriateness going on in terms of, of who he is or whatever. Also too, the energy that I'm feeling from these cards, this is just an energy about just impulsive recklessness, right? Impulsive recklessness. This feels like an energy of Jennifer. Just, she needs to. This person is impulsive and reckless, but also too, she's impulsive and reckless because she goes into situations with people that she really doesn't know. This is what it feels like. Again, it's gonna be get. They're gonna get it under some level of control, and they're gonna both walk away. But it definitely feels like a situation where the Ten of Pentacles is here, where again it's about like this man. This is an energy of a man who, like, let's be clear, she gave him this car, right? It doesn't feel like an energy around him stealing the car, but stealing the car and being swindled is two different things, right? So it feels like an energy of, no, he didn't just straight up go to the house, get in a car, just take off with it. It feels like basically her being naive, putting herself in a situation where she gave him something and then realized, hey, I'm being taken advantage of, and therefore now I have a problem. So the Ten of Pentacles just it just feels like an energy around the fact that, again, it feels like something like he's the type of person that's around people that, has some type of accumulation of wealth, some type of, tangible stuff, right? That's what it feels like. He paints a really good picture. Again, very a charismatic person. He paints a really good picture for people. And then it feels like with the Eight of Cups is talking about loss. So there have been others that have been in situations with him where they've experienced some type of loss after the fact, right? People being upset, people just feeling like, man, they were like thinking it was one thing and then it's something else, right? So enjoying the relationship and then only to find out that this wasn't what it was. So it just feels like, again, the situation where, she met a man, she didn't know who he was. He was, she was doing things for him, and then she realized he was taking advantage of her. Let's get at the energy around Jennifer Williams. Let's do her cards first. Energy around Jennifer Williams. Give us the energy around Jennifer Williams. She is 45 years old. Jennifer Williams has experienced a lot of heartbreak and a lot of grief in her life. She's experienced a lot, right? She's been through a lot of tumultuous times, but at the same time, she's seen a lot of success. What she craves a real relationship, but she keeps getting into things where she doesn't really know the person well. So this is why she keeps getting heartbroken, right? She gets very dependent upon the person as soon as they enter her life, right? She doesn't see. And then the thing is that there are red flags, but she still moves forward in the relationship, even though she's seeing red flags. Let's keep going. What is the energy around Jennifer Williams in this relationship with Aaron Nichols? This is too funny. I say, here Jennifer go again, child. Yeah, Jennifer. Again, just wanting, like, again, the situation feels like being foolish. This is her. This is her energy, being foolish. This is like, feels like Jennifer is always getting into something because she's not paying attention. She's got the Queen of Wands here. Again, this energy is around just wanting, again, satisfying home life. But this is a deal. She really felt like they had something. And she doesn't want to, this is the type of person, she has limitations. So when she started seeing things happening, of course, she started to speak out and like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So she's not going to let somebody fully take advantage of her. But she is being foolish in a situation. She's putting herself out there in terms of the relationship. She's being very foolish in putting herself out there. Okay, let's continue. Again, man painting a big picture for her. This card generally would represent with the Knight of Cups, like the King of Cups. This talks about a person who, would want to be involved with her emotionally. But this card in reverse is talking about manipulation. So again, being manipulated by situations. So Jennifer, that's a wake-up call to you to not get yourself into crazy situations. The Seven of Swords, again, somebody deception. But again, this is why he's coming clean and clear air. But let's be clear. Even though she gave him those things legitimately and she did try to embellish the situation, there is deception in his cards with what he was trying to do, which means, take advantage of a woman who is, at a certain place in her life, not making always some good decisions. He's taking advantage of that, right? And so even though Jennifer is a beautiful woman, he's still preying on her insecurities. The things that she's trying to overcome. He preys on that, right? So, don't that's why don't let beauty be the factor. Like, how we say, like, people who take advantage of people always looking for the weak. That's the weak in spirit, mind, and body as well. So it's not just looks, right? So this represents a man who came around who's being sneaky. The Knight of Pentacles is here. This is just talking about, again, just, like going into a situation trying to get some type of reward. I bet you he'll think twice about doing it again. He'll probably is the energy of him still doing it, but he's got to know who he's dealing with. She's putting him on blast for the next person and the next person and the next person. So as he encounter other people, he'll be put on blast with this. Again, this is causing him a lot of anxiety. Right? This is causing him a lot of anxiety. He's like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? This is the energy around, just like, basically he feels like, collapse. But also too, this energy feels like an energy of relationship going south and no longer working, and then she just put him on blast. So it also feels like that same energy. So again, it doesn't feel like a situation where he just had her truck and she got mad. It feels like a situation of relationship going sour, getting mad, and now wanting things back, and now not getting them back, and now saying this happened. So this is the energy that's surrounding the card. So it's definitely a situation. Sorry about the phone ringing. It's definitely a situation where he didn't just take from her. Okay, he didn't just take from her. She gave it to him, but she eventually felt like he was taking advantage. And once she wanted those things back and he wouldn't give it back, that's when she did what she did. So it's just a lesson to people, like, if it's a lesson to anybody getting in a situation. Don't take what you're not supposed to have. Don't take advantage of people, because this is the cause and the effect of it. And as far as Jennifer is concerned, she's got to watch who she's dealing with. This man had nothing but deception in his cards. Deception in his cards. Let's see what they did have a few cards in there about walking away. Let's see what will be the outcome between Jennifer Williams and this man, Aaron Nichols. Just too crazy. I'm like, what? What is Jennifer getting into now? Jennifer Williams, Aaron Nichols. Let's let those cards fall. What's going to be the situation between them now? Yeah, they're gonna have to come to some resolution with that whatever was given to him, right? They're going to come to some resolution. They got a Pentacles card. Again, this is all about him getting with her for the wrong reasons. None of these cards signify like a person that was in love or had care or concern. This is all about money and potential, right? And then entering somebody's life. So this is what it's about. So, and this relationship didn't last long before it went south. I mean, honestly, this is about this man's craving to have ambition, desire to get some type of financial, material thing from her. The seven of Pentacles is here, and this energy, this really feels like just like her making better choices. Make better choices, Jennifer. The Five of Pentacles is here, and that's an energy around just, again, his resources were low. She's not even in a good place financially for him to be taking advantage of her, but she's doing better than he is. But again, this is about paying attention to, like, stop being so self-absorbed and pay attention to the people that are around you. The Ace of Swords talks about she's going to continue to prosper. She's going to continue to grow. Well, let's go to the legal. Well, let's get legally. Legal Judgment card has come here. I barely said the words. It feels like a Judgment card is here. The Judgment card is here. This feel like, again, this is like she's not going to be able to prove that, like, this guy is clever. The stuff that she's giving him, he has proof saying she gave it to him. So she's not going to really be able to prove that. He's going to be able to prove, like, just like he's showing us on social media, that they were in a relationship. They were talking about, like, certain things in terms of hooking up, being together, right? This is about disappointment. It feels like she's not going to be able to recover